Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.
Hello, hello, here we are again on a wonderful Wednesday. See, our surroundings are a little different. Reason being is it's a lovely day. It's not too sunny, so it's not too stupid hot. It's definitely ain't cold, so we thought we'd have a change up and have a little cook outside. But before we get started, can you this one, and this one, you know what to do with them. Welcome back. Got an announcement. Got to do a little jig going on. We have hit 200 plus subscribers. Thank you everybody, you are wonderful. I'm amazed. I've never thought I'd get 10 subscribers, let alone 200, so thank you very much, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know, you're just great. I've lost for words really, but anyway, so camera lady's been a little bit nicer to me this week because we're cooking outside. Obviously we had to do a bit of prepping beforehand. We are cooking this week a loaded sausage casserole. I know it sounds a bit weird. Oh, hang on, bing. Okay, so let's get over, have a look what's in the ingredients, shall we? Red, green, peppers, onions, mushroom, nice bit of pasture-raised bacon, andouille sausage, drop of the old balsamic, a sprinkling, a bit of mozzarella to bring it all together, a bit of Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Let's get cooking. Okay, first things first, grill's getting up to temperature. This one's going to be a little bit challenging because I'm actually going to use the grill to cook with a skillet. So I've got to obviously put the skillet on there to get it up to temp as well. But first things first, let's get the old andouille sausages. And what you want to do is just start by just butterflying them, mainly because they're going to cook quicker. We ain't out here all day. I mean, although it's not that bad in Florida right now, give it another month or two, we'll be getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So we'll be back in the kitchen again, but it's such a lovely day. Okay, got them all done. Grill's up to temp. Nice and warm, so we're going to throw that on there, let that start heating up. While that's heating up, we're going to just bang our sausages on there and get them started. We're going to have to go that way around, otherwise we're going to end up losing them through the grills. These ain't going to take a lot of cooking, to be honest with you, but this whole dish ain't going to take too long. And what we're going to do at the end of it, once it's all in and in there, we're going to drop the heat down on one side, use the ambient temperature like a stove, and then just let that bake. So I'll bring you back in a minute when the skillet's up to temperature and we start throwing our veg in. Alright, so have a quick look at our sausages. Give them a quick flip while we're here. Oh yeah, they're looking lovely, they are. Pan's almost up to temp. Right, I think we're warm enough. Let's just have a quick test. Yeah, it's sizzling, that's alright. Right, so you might be wondering why I've got oil in the pan, and it's olive oil by the way, and then I'm putting bacon in. Okay, well I'm putting the bacon in, firstly because it needs cooking. Secondly, I want the fat from the bacon, because that's what I'm going to cook the veg in, to give the veg some flavour. Now, a lot of people don't know, when you cook bacon, you really should cook it in some fat, because otherwise what ends up happening is you cook the bacon too high and it ends up damaging the fat on the bacon. It ain't very good for you. So a little bit of oil first, then cook the bacon in oil. Okay, I'm going to get this rendered down. Sausages are cooked, it's been lovely. I'm going to get them chopped up as well so they're small enough to go into the casserole, and then I'll bring you back when we change out the bacon and put in the veg. Right, this is a sort of size. Let's chop this up into sort of like mouth size bites. So obviously when you put it in your casserole, you don't want them whole. And yes, I am using the tongs because they're bleeding off. Let me get the rest of these cut up. Hang on a sec. Oh, that's rendering down lovely. Just need to get some more colour on it. Still looking a bit pink. So need to just get all that fat out of there, because like I say, we're going to use that for our veg. Yeah, look, looks like Cyril's coming out. Where is he? Here he is, look. Alright Cyril, how you doing me old mate? Flea? Alright, okay. Alright, well I've got to get back to cooking. See you in a minute. Let's have a quick shifty. Oh look, we're starting to turn colour now. There you go, rendering down lovely. Don't want to do it too much because I don't want bacon bits, but I don't want it too fat either. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at that, look. Cutting up the sausage, dropped a bit of it on my old Daisy root. Not happy, fat on me blue sweatshirt. Right, I think this is about where I like it. I know some of you like crispier bacon. I still like my bacon to have a little bit of chew. How about you, camera lady? She likes hers to have a bit of chew on it. So I'm going to get this out. Now we've got some lovely fat in there. And then once I get all this out, we'll bang the veggies in. Sizzle, sizzle. Let that cook a little bit first. We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper. Actually, no, I'm going to just add a few cracks of pepper, because I'll add the salt from the bacon. So we'll let that go a little bit first. Also, with the old mushrooms, you know how I like a bit of fungus. So many men down today. Right, give us a little old mixy. Sorry, someone thinks it's bike week. At least it ain't all the rice burners out there going pop, 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 pop. There goes one. Yeah, there goes one. And then the neighbourhood thinks it's gunfire or fireworks. No, it's just some lemon boy racer with his farting car. So, right, we'll chuck all that in there. Right, just give myself a big old knob of butter, because remember, everything's better with a bit of butter. Give that a little mix in. Almost had another escapee. And then what we're going to do, right, give the old butter a good old mixing in. Once that's all sort of like pretty coated, to the warmy penny. Oh, yeah, escapees. Okay, drizzle in the old balsamic. Just make sure it's a keto friendly one. Once the old balsamic's in, give it a little mixy again, get everything nice and coated. Once you're all nice and coated, what we're going to do is go get the lid down, let it just soften up a little bit, get them veggies soft. All right, Mr. Crow, get that softened up a little bit, and then we'll come back, see how it looks. All right, we've been bubbling away for a bit. Woo, skillet facial. Here, camera lady.
Yes.
You've not been very vocal on this video.
You haven't done anything wrong yet.
Oh, I haven't done anything wrong. No, I haven't added no coconut milk instead of coconut flour, have I?
Listen, I've had one boo-boo.
Yeah, right. Okay, right. This has been bubbling away for a bit. All your veggies and your mushies are all nice and soft. So let's add in our sausage. Now, I was thinking, like when camera lady told me, that this seemed a little bit like lacking on the old spices and stuff. But remembering we're using andouille sausage, which is actually a Cajun sausage, so that's probably going to add quite a bit of spice to this, so you're probably all right there. Also, we were a little bit sort of concerned about the amount of liquid, as you can see it there. Not sure what's going to happen there. I think that it might have been from the bacon, not sure. Anyway, if you're doing this conventionally, obviously it's going to cook a lot quicker on the stove, in your pan, because obviously this ain't as direct as a normal stove top. Also, if you're cooking it, once this goes in the oven, which I'm going to leave this here, I'm going to shut off the burner and leave the others on to give it ambient like a regular oven. But if you're cooking it in a regular oven, you need to put it in at about 350 until your cheese is nice and melted. Talking of cheese, that's what's going on next. So get your cheese, sprinkle that loveliness all round, all over the top. Okay, and at this moment, what you want to do, you want to turn off your two burners where the pan's sitting directly. If you're doing it on a grill, that is. Once you've done that, sprinkle the old bacon bits all over the top. Preferably keep them in the pan, not down in the grill. Otherwise, it's something that old camera lady's got to dig out later. Oh, I mean, I've got to dig out later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so get them lovely juices in there. Look at that. Right, now that's all nice and spread out. Like I said, if you're on a conventional oven, 350 till it's all nice and melty in here. Oh, I'll shut it down. I'm rabbiting away and letting all the heat out. So, okay, I'm gonna let this cook up for a bit. I don't know how long it's gonna take in here. Like I say, on what did it say in the recipe?
In the recipe, it's on 350 in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes till cheese is made.
There you go. You heard it from camera lady herself. So I'm gonna let this bubble away. I'll keep an eye on it, and once we're at the point of pulling, I'll bring you back. Right, it's been about 15-20 minutes-ish. Hang on, more farting cars. Oh mate, look at that. Looks scrummy yumptious. Gonna get it plated up, have a little taste. Back in a sec. Okay, here we is with our loaded sausage casserole. Let's dig in, see what it's like. Oh, look at that. Okay, sorry, I can't do it like Pizza Hut do it. But did you know, none of that's real. It's actually, what do they call, what's that, PVA glue? Okay, I'm sorry people, this is really not...
It's a bit stringy, isn't it?
Well, that's good, that's all that lovely cheese. Right. There we go, people. There's your loaded sausage casserole. So, I suppose the time's come where we need to do the tasting bit, I suppose. Tasty, tasty. So, I'm going to try and get a bit of everything so I don't get a bit of fungus.
Don't forget it's hot.
Forget it's hot. Thank you, camera lady. You do care, really, don't you?
Yeah.
A bit of sausage. Yeah, that looks warm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What I like about that, the pepper's still got a little bit of a snap to it, like a little crunch. The sausage is lovely, cheese is nice and stringy. That bacon. Yeah, and don't worry about the spices. The sausage gives it plenty of spice. You know what I mean? If you don't want it spicy, you could probably use like regular sausage, like brats or whatever sausages you got. And then on that way, you can add what spices you like. If you want a bit of heat, you can add that, just whatever. But okay, that has been another one of Camera Lady's wonderful recipes. I'm not going to let her try it right now because it's too involved, so she can try it herself. But thank you very much again. Thank you very much for my 200 plus subscribers. I'm over the moon. I don't do this for anything other than just the sheer enjoyment of it. We don't get paid for anything. We don't get sponsored for anything. We just do it as a laugh. And hopefully you get a laugh. We try and give you that. So anyway, till next week. Enough jibber jabber, enough rabbit, enough bunny, and all that stuff. This one, and this one. Do them for me, and once you've done that, you can take the rest of the night off. So, thank you all. Love you loads. Later.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.
Casserole, no, fucking, I don't even know what the fuck it's called.